Hey guys, what's going on? It's Skater Boy, okay? I hope you're having a wonderful day. If not, that sucks. But, for some reason, Jerkmate seems to be a topic that just keeps on coming up on my videos, okay? I can't really help it, alright? And this is kind of the story that explains why all this happened and why I've been making so much content on these weird perverted people. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. So this started off as a really normal day. I get picked up by the bus, obviously the short bus. No, I'm just kidding. But I do wear a helmet to school sometimes. But, it is what it is. Alright, kind of like Matt Rife. Anyway, but there's school food, right? I show up, the school food. It honestly looks like it's breathing, okay? And I'm not going to eat that breakfast, alright? It looks absolutely horrendous, alright? I go into my first period teacher's class, okay, and let's be honest, okay, they're a wackadoodle, okay, they're a lesbian, they're a they, them, and they have a Mexican husband, and they have a blue side part, like the lesbian haircut. Hey, whatever floats your boat, okay, I don't care if you're gay, whatever floats your boat, alright. Anyway, so I'm just kind of sitting there chilling, playing Clash Royale, just getting through it. It's a Spanish class. Anyway, I get to my other classes, I don't really do anything, and it's a pretty basic day so far. Anyway, I finally get down to my third period class, okay? And this is where the story starts to get a little shake and bake, if you know what I mean. So I have a friend named Ty, alright? They're a little bit of a rapscallion, alright? A little bit of a nuisance, alright? If you will. In our third period class, we have a sub, and, on the board, there's what would you want or what do you like to invest in. He writes slaves, alright? He's a black male, alright? He's one of my only black. I got two black friends, and there's not really any black kids that go to my school, so it's not really my fault. Anyway, but I'm just kind of chilling out, hanging in there. He's messing around with the sub. The sub thinks it's kind of funny, but it's kind of racist. He writes his name down. Nothing's going to happen. Alright, eventually we go to lunch, and he's like, hey, you want to go skip and go to get Starbucks? I'm like, okay, yeah, we can go get Starbucks. I don't really mind. So, we head down to Starbucks. We get our vanilla frappes or caramel frappes. I don't even remember what I ordered, to be 100% honest with you. This happened like 3 days ago, and it's kind of odd that I don't remember it. Anyway, so I get down to my fourth period class, okay? And this is where the story actually starts to take off. Alright, I made a couple of stories about this guy. He is a wackadoodle of a teacher. He gets so many complaints about women making him feel uncomfortable. And let me give you a little bit of an understanding what this guy is, okay? He is a guy that kind of looks like young Sheldon if he was balding and had a wife that kind of looked like the character from the Goonies that yells, hey, you guys. Anyway, we show up to the class, and thank God he is gone, okay? We have a sub. And having a sub in this class probably isn't the best thing for this teacher, okay? She is a Ukrainian teacher, and she has a horrible accent. And a lot of teachers in my school have horrible accents for some reason. Like actual teachers and some subs, alright? And it's just absolutely horrendous, and that's probably why my school has some of the worst grades in our state. But we all go in and sit down, and this teacher has a horrible Ukrainian accent. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to do an impression of it.
Hello class, today we're trying to watch a movie, okay? I don't really understand how it works, okay? I'm trying to get the computer to work, but it's not really seeming to work for me.
And just keep in mind, okay, she has no idea what she's doing, okay? I'm pretty sure a microwave is too sophisticated for this lady. So she has another ELA teacher show up and start working on it. So she's doing her thing, trying to figure out how to get this computer to work, okay? And she's a little bit of a younger teacher, and this one kid, he's a little bit slow, okay? He's pretty slow. He's dating a freshman as a senior, he's looking for any validation he can get. So he asks the teacher, hey, was I one of your favorite students? And she says, oh no, not even close, okay? You were honestly probably the most annoying kid I've ever met, which completely destroyed his sense of confidence completely. She basically just shattered it, okay? She basically told him, I would pay money to never talk to you, and I wouldn't even let my relatives touch you with a 10-foot pole, okay? Because you look like a garden gnome that was inbred with a goblin, and you must be related to Pinocchio because your nose is bigger than your wang. Okay, this is the kind of move she basically said, and that's what he felt like she was told, or that he was told. I just had a little bit of a stroke. Anyway, he laughed and said, oh, okay, I don't like you anyways. And she said, sure, you wouldn't stop staring at me through the whole entire trimester. And this kid's a little bit of a creep. Like, this kid is one of those JROTC kids, so he wears, basically an army uniform to school every single day he shows up. Okay, and it's pretty weird. All right, he's a wackadoodle. People make fun of him. This kid showed up to school and he was wearing gloves, like mittens. All right, who wears mittens in school? All right, if you're not living in like Minnesota, it's horrible. Okay, like I live in Washington. All right, so it's like one of the like it's not that cold. All right, you're just a giant weenie in that case. All right. Anyway, so what ended up happening, the teacher left, the main teacher, and we just stuck there with the sub, okay? And kids start wrestling, okay? This kid starts wrestling. I'm sitting down, like where I'm not supposed to sit, and we're just all just messing around, talking trash to my friend. I'm like, oh my god, you look like a grandma, okay? I could see you sucking some hard candies. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm not even looking at you. I'm like, yeah, you always look at me, okay? You have some weird eyeballs. Alright, you remind me of like a chihuahua, but mixed with like a grandma face. All right, you're a little bit of a wonkadoodle, or wackadoodle, I guess. Anyway, so it starts to get even worse. So like I was talking about my friend Ty, okay, the one I went to Starbucks with, right? The tomfoolery really starts to start up, okay? He stands on his desk and does a Hitler salute. The teacher says, "What do you need?" He's like, "Oh, I just need to go to the bathroom." She's like, "You can't do that." He's like, "What are you talking about? I just need to go to the bathroom." She's like, "Why are you making that hand symbol? I'm from Poland." All right, and it sounds more like this.
I'm from Poland. You cannot do that hand symbol. Okay, okay, Ty. You cannot do that. Okay, I can barely remember all of your names, but I can remember yours. I'm going to write it down.
He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What did I do? She's like,
all you keep on doing is talking about knitters. Okay, you keep on saying that you hate.
And he said, knitters. I did not say the word. And then all these white kids to my right start saying the N-word. Okay, and I do not say that, alright? I did not join in their festive fun, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, and then it starts getting even weirder, okay? The two kids that start wrestling, guess what? All of a sudden, this kid sitting, like, across the room said, "Oh yeah, you think you're tough?" And the kid turns and looks at him and is like, "What do you mean?" Because keep in mind, the two kids that are wrestling, one of them, like the kid's talking shit to, he is, I'm not even joking, he is 220 and 6'4", and the kid that's across the classroom is about 140 and maybe 5'10" on a good day. And the kid across the classroom said, "Oh yeah, you think you're tough? Yeah, guess what? I punch metal for fun." And he wasn't even joking. You know that there's a TikTok that there's a kid that's just super cringy. This kid reminds me of him. He has long hair, skinny, and for some reason he thinks that taking creatine is going to be taking steroids. Alright, he's a little bit of a wackadoodle. He's like, "Yeah, really? I really fought a 240 black man. I punched him in the ribs so hard that his ribs were bruised for 2 weeks, okay? I cracked his ribs. You really think you could beat me?" And the kid just starts laughing. He's like, "Are you really serious right now?" "No, obviously you could not beat me in a fight, okay? Look, seriously." And then Ty just stands up and he's like, "Oh yeah, 1v1 me, jerk mate. Come on, no scopes only." And so the whole entire class just erupts laughing, okay? And the teacher thinks something's going on. And she's like, "What's going on?" She walks up to us, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just talking about jerk chicken. You got tenderized my meat. I love tenderizing my meat. I cannot stop beating my meat." And the teacher's like,
"Oh, okay. Can you keep it down?"
and he starts talking about jerk mate. He's like, "Yeah, basically have John Wick, okay? I'm a platinum level beater. Alright, I'm one of the best in all of our city." And so he keeps on going about, "Yeah, 1v1 me, I'm actually one of the best, okay? Like, seriously, 1v1 me." He's like, "Yeah, there's, like, different things you can do. There's, like, time matches where you can see who can go the longest, who can do it the most times. There's, like, 4 colors. There's red, white, and blanks, and reds." I'm like, "What? What are you talking?" Because I thought this was a joke. I thought this was, like, Fate Finder, okay? I'm like, okay, there's no way any of these are actually real. Nope, Jerkmate is real. Somebody made a review on YouTube, and I was like, okay, yep, this is going to make me start posting again. I saw it, and it couldn't stop me from posting. Like, this guy needs to be made fun of, okay? And there's, like, 4 different, like, videos on YouTube that people review, okay? And it's the craziest thing, okay? Just some straight perverted little, I guess, quagmires, if you will, okay? And he just starts talking about it, and he's talking loud. The teacher comes back there, and she's like,
"Listen here. Do not talk about sexual activities in this class."
He's like, "What? All I'm doing is talking about knitters, okay? I like to knit, alright?" And I look at my friend, I'm like, "Hey, do you like to knit?" I'm like, I'll be honest, I don't think I know anybody that, like, knits, alright? It's mainly just, like, basic white girls in high school that knit. I don't see grandmas knitting anymore. He's like, "Yeah, they're pretty much all gambling addicts." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fair." And so eventually the teacher turns her back and 4 kids just yell the N-word as loud as they can. All white kids. And Ty looks at him and says, "Shut up, cracker." And then all the other white kids turn to him and say, "What'd you just call me?" He's like, "Yeah, you heard me." And then they just all start dying laughing. Alright, and this is going to be part 1. It's going to be a 2-part episode. Alright, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have anything you could critique me on or help me out, I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, enjoy your day.
Yeah. My dad used to say, whatever is whatever. Never may be never, but it's ever.